Do you believe in the Bermuda Triangle phenomenon? If not, your opinion will probably change in the next 6 to 8 minutes. The Bermuda Triangle is a section of Atlantic Ocean and is around 500,000 square miles big. The Bermuda Triangle's name originates from how it is between Bermuda, Miami, Puerto Rico, in a triangle shape. More disappearances happen and have happened in the Bermuda Triangle than any other body of water. So what causes these disappearances? The Bermuda Triangle phenomenon has more theories than any other phenomenon. Up to 1,000 Bermuda Triangle incidents have been documented in the past 500 years. You may wonder what the reason for these incidents is. Well, there are many theories that people have come up with for the reason of these disappearances, whether it deals with electricity, magnetism. All of these theories are something crazy and even plausible. The most famous incident is that of Flight 19. 5 Avenger bombing planes took off from Fort Lauderdale in Florida. They left for bombing training and headed off the coast towards the ocean around 2:10 p.m. At around 3:45 on that day, the bombers, led by Commander Charles Taylor, admitted to being lost. Charles Taylor was overheard on transmission saying, "Cannot see land, we seem to be far off course." They later were found on radar many miles off course. At 7:10 p.m., 2 search planes were sent out to try and find the 5 missing planes. When they could not find anything, they started to return back to the military base. Only 1 rescue plane made it back. The other was never heard of again. A more recent story tells us about a newly married couple went fishing on their brand new 16-foot boat on June 18, 2003. They left from the Boynton Beach inlet in Florida, but never returned. The U.S. Coast Guard eventually gave up the search and rescue operation after having combed a large part of the sea area for several days. In addition, another incident, a U.S. Navy ship disappearance, resulted in the single largest loss of life in the history of the U.S. Navy. It went missing without a trace with a crew of 309, sometime after March 4, 1918, and after departing the island of Barbados. The most recent story talks about a plane with 12 people on it. After takeoff, the plane fell off the radar. A massive search party then took place, but traces of the aircraft were never found again. Earlier dates tell stories that ships were split in half and sunk, one of these being a sister tanker to the SS Marine Sulphur Queen, which had a problem with its keel and split in 2. The keel is the centerline bottom where the rest of the ship is built off of. There are 3 main theories that stand out in all the incidents, including this one. The first we will talk about is electronic fog, also known as the Hutchinson's effect. The Hutchinson's effect is a theory that ships and also planes get engulfed in fog and eventually cuts off all power, causing electronic equipment to malfunction. Could this be what caused Commander Charles Taylor to lose contact with the Fort Lauderdale? This could also account for why hundreds of other incidents lose power and have electronic malfunction. Another theory is that of compass variation. Planes and ships use compasses to navigate their location. Magnetic north and absolute north are 2 different compass variations that people traveling with will switch between during their voyage. Well, there is a small strip of sea in the Bermuda Triangle that both magnetic north and absolute north, which is the same compass variation. Could this be the same area of ocean that the newlywed couple was traveling on, causing them to lose their whereabouts and never find a way back? Next is the theory of the Sargasso Sea. This theory is much like the compass variation theory because it deals with a small portion of water in the Bermuda Triangle. The Sargasso Sea is a body of water that has no shores and is bounded by ocean currents. This body of water has been the trap for many boats of all types. Boats have been found after passing through the Sargasso Sea with nobody on board. Could the currents have caused this, or is this part of another theory? Lastly, there is the most likely theory, which was found in 2003. This is the thought that methane gas bubbles could be the cause of all the incidents. These bubbles coming up from the ocean floor, if they hit a boat in the right position, could easily cause the boat to lose buoyancy and sink. Could this be what caused the sister tanker to the SS Marine Sulphur Queen to split in half? The body of water inside the Bermuda Triangle is home to some of the deepest trenches in the world, so it could easily house boats of all types. How would this account for the planes though? The methane gas bubbles have not been researched any further, so this is a mystery the world may never know. The theories do not stop there though, they get even wackier. One theory by a psychiatrist, Dr. Kenneth McCall, is that a curse has been placed on Bermuda by the souls of black slaves. This is a theory that's plausible since British sea captains used to throw slaves overboard to collect a claim on insurance. Psychiatrists went through the Bermuda Triangle to study this theory and stated that he heard mysterious mournful moans while they drifted in the sea. Another wacky theory is that of Atlantis. Some say the Bermuda Triangle could be the location of the lost city of Atlantis. They also theorize that the people of Atlantis were very advanced at technology, and some of the technologies may be still working on the ocean floor. They say this technology may interfere with the ships and planes above that, interrupting their magnetic equipment. Ray Brown, a scuba diver, had accounted for a pyramid-like structure while diving near the Bahamas, which most people believe is the shape of the lost pyramid-like structure while diving near the Bahamas. People believe the Bermuda Triangle was used as a point to capture and abduct unlucky vessels and ships. This theory is usually not mentioned since there is little to no evidence. The last theory we will talk about is a theory that there is no theory at all. A check of Lloyd's of London's accident records by the editor of Fate in 1975 showed that the triangle is no more dangerous than any other part of the ocean. Also, the Coast Guard has stated, U.S. Coast Guard records confirm this, and since that the last time, no good arguments have ever been made to refute those statistics, and also stated this region is one of the heaviest traveled areas of ocean in the world. With this much activity in a relatively small region, it isn't surprising that a large number of accidents occur. Thousands of incidents, many fatalities, and probably just as many theories. The Bermuda Triangle is deemed as the deadliest body of water on this planet. It is located off the tip of Florida and has a total area of 500,000 square miles. So before I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you whether you believe in the Hutchinson's effect, UFOs, or even souls of black slaves. Do you think the phenomenon of the Bermuda Triangle is real? If not, then what is your theory?